Blessed ones of the nations of the world, one more time, this is your brother Dan Moses, or say Yao Sakodi of TRC, Ghana, gladly coming to you in the year 2020, in the year of the Lord, 2020, Anno Domini, with the continuation of our exposés, Testimony, New World, Disorder. We have received expose part 186 on this January the 5th, 2023, after our long absence and silence. But thank God, because he was working behind the scenes and is still working behind the scenes. We are back and we are resting on his arm to bring us full restoration for the continuation of our exposés this month of January. This is expose part 187, and it is what to do. But before we begin, what to do, let's welcome each other one more time to the year 2023 and to our exposés, Testimony, New World, Disorder. We welcome each other by saying Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome, Gandoni, Benvindo. You are welcome, Kuso, the world to San Yusenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Bengalaba, Boye, Malamo, Karibu, Ekabo, no, Sanu, de Zua, Kwandihena, Mitas, Duburu, Pezalova, Bine, Ibini, Barigalus, Vitaichi, Albon, Dobrudoya, welcome, Estan. Walam Anuman, bienvenido, namaste, swagitam, kus, amandid, baruk, haba, maraba, wang hamida, wang nyejeko, anyamime, nyejeko, wezo, loan of you, mia wezo, akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World, Disorder, and akwaba to what to do, akwaba to the year 2023, January. Blessed ones of the nations. We know why I'm smiling and laughing because when you go to Psalm 2, you realize that God in heaven is in derision of those that trouble America, Ghana, and humanity, because we are back. God is not dead, and He's alive. So by His grace, we are back and we have entered the year 2023. And we are rejoicing with heaven, in the sense that we are not ignorant. We know that the same mistakes Joe Biden in his administration, Nana Akufo in his administration, the global treacherous minds in America, they shall tactically, beside what you heard in expose part 187, watch them. They shall tactically shout Russia, Ukraine, the more to divert our attention from the original, the actual problem troubling humanity and the nations of the world. They will let you think that the world has come to an end yesterday. They will let you fear very much. Don't be afraid. And let them know that you are resting on the arm of God and you are watching them closely. The issue and the problem that the world is facing is not Russia, it's not Ukraine. That came as a diversionary tactic, just like the COVID-19, the Marburg, the monkey toe, monkey nose, monkey tail nonsense. We know. So when you hear them shouting Russia, Ukraine, taunting your minds, inducing fear so much into you, into America, into Ghana and the nations of the world, into Russia, into Ukraine, into Israel, into Palestine, into all of us. When they want us to fear, we tell them we know that the Pentagon knows that Joe Biden cannot remember a thing. Eh? And he stands and he turns around and he doesn't know what he's doing and tell America, I know I could drop dead any day, so he has no power to push any nuclear button in America in this issue that humanity is facing. The solution is not nuclear weaponry, nuclear bombs and nuclear war. They know that. So the Pentagon would not and should not allow any pushing of nuclear bomb button. Otherwise, should it be pushed, it would pave way for the owner of the universe to come take his own out before they wipe humanity out. The man that thinks he has the power to push the nuclear button, his name is Joe Biden. And he has told America and the world, when he could not handle the exposés that were coming from Ghana, he told in a totally confused state. Cameras are on him, and he was like, I could drop dead any day. He told the world. You didn't hear that? If he could drop dead any day, he knows that he's not in control. God is in control by the human race and all human lives. So fear God and depart from evil and seek peace and pursue it, and not fear man and their weaponry. Let's go to what to do. We are back to the book of John, chapter 12. You know what? Just like they never cease from their evil, God never ceases from what? John 12. Whatever that sounds to them, it's up to them. But what to do is coming from John 12. That is where we ended. And we are continuing from John 12. Our lighting systems, we still have a challenge. And hey, if you have any donation, we will take it to help us make come back in the exposés better. We need some lighting systems, and we need, if you want to donate a laptop, anything to help us, go for it. Oh, we will take it. God bless you for that. But for now, we are using what we have. So let's go to John chapter 12. Verse 4. And I read from the King James Version. Noble people of United Kingdom, you heard me. King James Version. Therefore say, yes, we got it. Let's move on. Then said one of his disciples, one of Jesus' disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son. The Bible is describing Judas, so you know who the Bible is talking about. That is what the Bible is doing courageously. It is not James. It is not Peter. It is not the other disciple who was also called Judas. This is Judas Iscariot, who is going to pursue the disciple. Let's read. Then said one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, which should betray him, which should betray Jesus. Why was this ointment? Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence? He's putting a price on it, 300 pence. How did you know the price? Judas, you are a criminal. Why was this ointment not sold for 300 pence and given to the poor? Judas, you have the wallet of Jesus, you have the offering bowl of Jesus, you are stealing from it, pretending you care for humanity, pretending you care for the nations of the world, pretending you care for the helpless. You are stealing the money for yourself, and you are telling me that I should have sold the ointment to anoint the feet and not anoint the feet of Jesus. You are a criminal, Judas. Likewise, all those who hypocritically post help Ghana, help America, help the nations of the world, and yet they are the very people that are dealing with us so wickedly. You are like Judas. They continue. Why was this ointment not sold? Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence and given to the poor? This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief, Julo. He was a thief and had a bag and bare what was put therein. Then said Jesus, let her alone, again the day of my burying has she kept this. For the poor always ye have with you, but me ye have not always. Let's go on. We'll come back to this as we continue the exposition. Much people of the Jews therefore knew that he, Jesus, was there. And they came. The Jews came to their Jesus. They came to their man. They came to the man that has the power to raise the dead. They knew that Jesus was there, and they came to their own. Let's read on. Much people of the Jews therefore knew that he, Jesus, was there, and they came not for Jesus' sake only, but that they might see Lazarus also. Did you hear that? They first came because Jesus was there, but not for that reason alone, but that they must see Jesus, who raised Lazarus, who raised their son, who raised a Jew back to life before their eyes. Let's go. But the chief priest, hear this. We are not hearing by the Jews. Hear this. This is the Bible. But the chief priests, plural. But the Gabriel Jesus Carlos. But the forces, the Dubaitis, the Akufo, that's what the Bible is talking about. Read this. It is not talking about by Americans, but Ghanaians, but Jews, but Palestinians, but Asians, but Australians. That is not what the Bible is talking about, but African. No! Specific people in the helm of affairs of power, government, rule, religious mandate. Are the people that the Bible is talking about. He said, so don't tell me the Jews were going to do this. Don't tell me that. Read. But the chief priests, those who were supposed to be there for their own people, but the World Health Organization, but the advisor to do by this medically. But the chief priest consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death. You didn't hear this. This is very, very serious. You didn't hear that. So I'll take it again. I'm reading from John chapter 12, verse 10. But the chief priests consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death. Lazarus also to death. It means that the chief priests have consulted that they will kill Jesus. And beside that, Lazarus, whom Jesus raised from the dead back to life in their eyes, to the glory of God and to their joy, to the joy of the Jews, to the joy of all the people. That same Lazarus, the chief priests have consulted that they will kill him again. Did you hear that? This is the word of God, full of lessons, wisdom, and knowledge for you and for I, for everyone. That is why in expose part 186, God made me to tell you that Walt Fauci very closely, he will seek to push global emergency panic button under medical scare to seek to commit another medical terrorism against America one more time. Listen, this is written down that we know and understand that God is not dead. He is alive and he sees today's problem from before the creation. He saw it from before the creation of the world. That we live in a wicked world. Those that seem to be in the helm of the affairs of directing how your nation to go, how the world should go, some of them can be more wicked than Satan. They can be more wicked than the devil himself. So when dealing with them, be very, very careful, because there is no truth in them. There is no limit to their evil that they can do to you. Jesus raised the dead. Jesus killed no man. His own national, a Jew, he brought him back to life from the grave. And the people saw it to their joy and to the glory of God. Yet, those that pose to the Judases, that's supposed to donate help the helpless, those that seem to be there for the helpless in the house of God, the very powerful ones. Remember, it is talking about the chief priest, not about the priest, not the priest, the chief. It means Ogoro. You understand? They command the power and authority in the house of God, in the temple. They to counsel together that we will not just kill Jesus, we will kill Lazarus, whom Jesus raised from the dead. America, Ghana, Africa, Asia, United Kingdom, all of us. God needs us to understand that this world has been around for a very long time. It's over 2,000 years when God created, when Jesus walked upon the earth and was crucified. And his word is what we are reading. And it's teaching us that the wicked know end to their wickedness. They don't know. They never cease their wickedness. So you have to walk as wise as a serpent and as gentle as a dove. When they are seeking to play you, to take away your liberty, your freedom, when they are taking your job to seek to give you food stamp, to give you homelessness, that is very good for you. When they are telling you that we are building a very huge national cathedral to bribe God, to make a fool of God and heaven, that we have killed uncountable Ghanaians, giving them over to be killed for Joe Biden's bribe money, for Nancy Pelosi's bribe money, to cover up. Therefore, we can shake the mind of God, that God will be like Joe Biden. God doesn't know what to do. I have a new temple, I have a new cathedral, so I'm confused about the killing of the innocent in Ghana. So they continue to kill again. God cannot be fooled. You understand? God knows that the new terrorists for Nana Addo, Akufo, the cow secret killers troubling America, Ghana, and the nations of the world, they don't know to cease from evil. So God needs us to do this, to be on the alert in our minds, in our hearts, that they know no cease from evil. They will seek to lock the world down one more time. They will seek to do that again. They will seek to medically terrorize the entire human race for their hatred, because of their hatred for just one African and his two tortured and abducted children. They will seek to medically terrorize the whole world one more time if they get the chance. So we should not allow them. That is what the Bible is teaching us. If you allow them, they will take away your freedom. They will lock you down. They will lock that Ghana down. They will lock America down. They will lock the nations. They will lock the United Kingdom down. They will lock us all down to divert our attention from the actual problem that United Kingdom is facing, that America is facing, that Ghana is facing, that the United Nations is facing, that the nations of the world are facing, that the African Union is facing, that the ECOWAS is facing, that the BRICS are facing, that NATO is facing, that Russia is facing, that Ukraine is facing, the actual problem that Palestine is facing, the actual problem that Israel is facing. They would want to divert our attention from it. Did you hear that? So that they can commit more atrocities against the human race. This is Bible. They plan to kill Jesus and to kill Lazarus, whom Jesus raised from the dead. When you are walking through this world, have a clean heart and clean mind towards your fellow human beings. But also remember that we live in a wicked world, and don't let anybody take away your life because they think that they are in the power to do so. Don't let anybody take away your liberty. Don't let them take your job and give you food stamp. Don't let them take your dwelling place, your home, and give you homelessness. Don't let them take your health. With long life, God is satisfied. Don't let them take it and give you medical terrorism. Alright? Watch them closely. Thank God that we are back encouraging Ghanaians, encouraging Americans, encouraging Israel, encouraging Palestine, encouraging Asia, Australia, Africa, United Kingdom, encouraging Africa, that we know that we are in a very challenging times of the human history, which kind has not been before. It is an agenda to take over your soul, my soul, and the souls of humanity. Crimes have been committed against Ghana and humanity. They never want to be held accountable, yet they want to perpetrate crimes. We know, therefore, we shall not allow them to continue their crimes against us. We shall carry no weapon For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down every imagination, every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. They killed Addo through medical terrorism. They again medically terrorized his son, Nana Kojodu, and killed him. Because they never cease from evil. If they have opportunity, they will kill again through medical terrorism. My family members, they killed my precious uncle, Nana Danlopukuju, through medical terrorism. If they have opportunity, they will kill more of my family members. God knows this. Therefore, you must be alert. I must be alert. God bless you. And God bless my homeland, Ghana. We shall meet again. The exposé continues by the grace of God. Bye-bye.